Creating a new document. So I wanted to show just how to create a new document and explain some of the settings that are in the new document dialog box. So if I go up to File and New, the new document dialog box opens. So initially I have an option to name it. If I'd like to name my file at this point, I can always name it when I save it. I'll go ahead and name, just with class example. The second piece here is the profile. So here's where I choose basically what my end output is going to be. And what's mainly determined here is the color mode. So if I choose print, which is what initially it was on, I'm going to be working in CMYK color mode. And you can see down here it says CMYK color mode. If I open up this advanced, you can see a few more advanced settings for that. If I choose web, basically my sizes change and the color mode also changes to RGB. So red, green, and blue, that's the additive color model for digital graphics. The next piece here is the size. So the sizes is something that I can determine if I choose to use one of these predefined settings, or I can choose my own. So being I'm in web, of course you're going to get some sizes that are related to screen resolution. If I go to print, you're going to identify letter, legal, tabloid, and so on. I missed this part right here, number of artboards. If I am choosing to have multiple artboards on my document, it's kind of related to multiple images in one file, multiple pages in one file. So I can choose multiples right here. If I don't know at this point whether I want to have multiple artboards, I can wait and I can adjust that later on. My units, depending again on what I'm going to be working with, mainly if it's going to be print or if it's going to be web, I'm going to have different units. So typically for anything digital, I'm going to be working in points. Anything for print, I might be working in picas or inches. I also have pixels here, which probably is what the most recognizable with any kind of a digital graphic. The bleed option here for print, this would indicate if you have a graphic that's going to be trimmed at the printer. A bleed is an area that extends outside the border, the margin, the border of the page, and the printer will cut that. So typically it's about 1/8 of an inch. So if you want to choose to set your bleed, and that would just be indicated by a guideline on your document. So if I go ahead and click OK right now, my document opens and I'm ready to go.